girlies, it's Tammy. So I'm back at you with another video today, and today I am at you with a very highly requested video. I have got DMs, comments, tons of requests from you guys to show you my favorite brushes. I haven't stuck to a budget, so it's not like all affordable brushes. Majority are affordable brushes because I am a sucker for eBay brushes. I love ordering brushes from eBay. Also, there are a couple high-end brushes just because there's like one signature brush from Sigma I cannot live without, as you will see in the video. So there's no particular price range for these brushes, but most are affordable. So enough talking, let's jump straight into the video. Okay girlies, so let's get started. We're gonna start with foundation, of course, because I have primed and color corrected because I use my fingers for that, so I don't need to show you the brushes. So for foundation, I've picked out like a couple, but they're all basically the same, just from different kind of places. I think they're all from eBay actually. Probably this one's from Amazon, but yeah, for my foundation, I like to use kabuki brushes, or I like to use a sponge beauty blender type of thing. It changes from month to month. I sometimes like using a brush, sometimes I like using a sponge, but this month I am into brushes. So as you can see, I've been using these two to do my foundation. It doesn't really matter the shape, whether it's a flat top or whether it's a round top or whether it's an angled, they all do the same job for me. So the best thing about these brushes is you can get them from eBay. You can get a pack of 8, I believe. They come with 4 face brushes and 4 eye brushes for about £5 or £4.99. So I will leave every single brush that I mention, well, try and leave every single brush that I mention linked in the description box to make things easier for you guys. But you can get like a set of 8 or maybe even 10 of these for £4.99 or £5.99, something around that mark, but it's really cheap and affordable. So yeah, let me apply my foundation. So for foundation today, I'm going to take the EX1 Invisiwear foundation. This is the shade F500. They have changed their shade ranges now. They do like 1 to 14, whereas before they used to do F100 to F500. I'm still the darkest shade, so if you're darker than me, don't look into this foundation. But if you are lighter, maybe of a medium skin tone, then it will work for you because they do specialize in like olive undertones, yellow undertones. So yeah, just gonna dab this on. People say using a brush for your foundation gives you more coverage. I do have to agree with that actually, because when I use a sponge, of course it does soak up a lot of product compared to the brush, but it does also give a flawless finish, but so does a brush. It literally depends how you feel because they both do a decent job at applying foundation. Okay, so that is the foundation applied. Next, I go in with my e.l.f. small tapered brush, which looks like this. You can use it for highlighting. I like to use it to set my brow area because I find if I don't set this before I go in with my brow products, my brows tend to get very oily throughout the day. So I take a dab of my Sacha Buttercup Light Powder, which looks like that. Take a little bit on the brush and just dab it over that area to mattify it. And of course, e.l.f. brushes are really affordable and they are super soft. I do prefer the kind of pro line, I think it is, compared to their really cheap line where they do like £1 brushes. I prefer the black ones like this compared to the white ones, because I did buy a couple of the white ones before and they were like falling apart. Yes, they are cheaper, but sometimes pay more. Okay, so the 2 main brushes I use for my eyebrows, they do come in the same set from eBay, and it comes with like a set of small brushes, big face brushes, like a good, hold on, let me get some of the rest. So here's a couple of the other brushes that come in the set. You get a small kind of powder kabuki brush, you get like a blush brush right here. So yeah, it does come in a set from eBay. I will leave a link down below once again. But I like to use these 2 brushes for my eyebrows. Of course, this one to apply the product and then this one to clean up with concealer. So I'm just gonna do that quickly. And today I'm gonna be using the Makeup Revolution Brow Pomade in the shade Chocolate. I love this brush because it is so thin. It helps me get like a really precise line. And it is quite stiff as well, but not too stiff. You still get a little bit of movement out of it, but yeah, I really like this brush. I think I like this one the same reason as why I like the eyebrow brush. It's because it's not too stiff, but it's not too flimsy. Like, I feel like I can get a precise line using this brush. So I'm gonna do the other side off camera quickly to save time, and then I'll come back so we can do the rest of my face. Okay, so this may sound a little bit weird, but I'm not going to do my eye makeup on camera just because I have to do a little something for Instagram. I haven't posted in over 3-4 days, so I have to post on Instagram today. So I'm not going to do a tutorial or anything because this look needs to be flaky, okay? Imagine I come back and it's trash. I'm sorry guys, but I'm going to tell you my favorite eye brushes to use, and if you've watched any of my videos before, you would have seen me use them anyway. I always get tons of questions. What blending brush was you using? So my number one so my number one eyeshadow brush is this one from eBay. Now you would have seen me use it 1,000 times before. I have like 10 of them, and I think I'm losing some because every time I go to look, you know, reach for a clean one, there's none more. Why can I not talk today? Where's all my brushes gone? I can only find 3 of these. But yeah, the set is only £2.50, and you do only get one of these. You get one of the brown ones, and then you get a white one, and then you get like a shorter white one that looks like that. And then I think you get one more white one. I know you get one black one, that's for sure. So I think the set looks like that, but they're not the softest brushes ever. I can admit that. I will tell you guys that up front. I literally only buy the set for the black one because the black one is so big and fluffy. It's not the softest brush once again. I think Sigma have a kind of, you know, similar brush, and of course it will be softer, but it is more expensive. So maybe if you were looking for a cheaper alternative, I definitely recommend this set. I use it daily. This big black brush is amazing at blending that crease area, transition area. It puts on the color, blends it out perfectly. I love this. The other 3 brushes that come in the set I'm not loving. I still use them, as you can see they've got color on it, but I just don't love them as much, so I tend to reach for these. Okay, well these are the 4 brushes you get. So as you can see, you get the 1 black one, and then you get 3 white ones. They do also come with names on the end because they're meant to be like MAC dupes. So this is a dupe for the MAC 224 brush, the big blending brush. They are MAC dupes, but they are not the best quality, but for £2.50 they work. They honestly blend my eyeshadow flawlessly, so there's nothing bad I can say. Okay guys, and I'm back. So as you can tell, I decided to insert some clips of me doing my makeup. Guess what I accidentally did? I accidentally put a color with glitter in it through my crease because I thought it was matte, and now I could just see glitter all in my crease. But I still like the look. I just wish there wasn't glitter all in my crease. Just so you know, I use the Masquerade palette from Juvias place, and I use this shade here, Cairo. I thought it was an orange, but as soon as I put it on my lid, like, I got tons of gold glitter, and I was like, damn it. But yeah, that's why there's glitter in my crease. In case you were wondering, it was an accident. Now at this stage, of course, I blend it out. I apply my concealer straight from the bottle, then I blend it out using a sponge, and then I also set it using a sponge. So I don't use any brushes, so I didn't talk through that bit. But now I use this brush, which everybody always asks me about because they're like, I want a big fluffy brush like that. This is the Sigma Large Powder F30 brush. Now I have loads of large powder brushes, but none are as soft as this one, which is why I use this in every single video. Every single day of my life I use this to put my powder on. It's so big and so soft, it gets it done so quick. So I like to use this brush. Of course it is a bit expensive, it is Sigma, but I got mine in a set like for £90, a brush set. So yeah, what I do is just dust away the extra bakage first. Then I take my MAC Studio Fix, or sometimes MAC Mineralized Skin Finish powder, and then I just dab and I start usually on my contour lines because that's the only place not set yet. So I start there because it does tend to grab the powder, and then I just, you know, set the rest of my face. Okay, so the next step would be bronzing, and for bronzer I love to use this big fluffy powder brush. It is from OTZ Cosmetics. It is like it did come in a set of like 15. However, these are not the softest brushes. Once again, eBay brushes, they're not the softest, but they get the job done in my opinion. So yeah, I think I got this from eBay for about £15, and it did come in like a set of 15 or maybe 20 brushes. So I'm going to take my Sunkissed Giant Bronzer in the shade medium, and I just like this because the area that it fits, like it just bronzes the face so well. So I just do big sweeps like that. No real precision because it is just bronzer, not contour. But I must admit, it is like the only brush I do like out of the set. The rest were just too prickly. So I don't know, I suppose it is a bit of a waste to buy a whole set of brushes just for one brush, but anything this shape will do, I suppose. Okay, so the next step is to contour, and I'm going to take the Ultra Pro HD contour kit from Makeup Revolution. But what I like to use for this is actually the dupe brush from NARS. This is actually from eBay. It's a dupe of the NARS brush. I think the NARS Eater or something like that. Once again, I will try leave it linked down below. It was really, really cheap as well, like £2–3. So I'm just going to take a dab of like some of these colors to contour and contour. This brush is actually so soft. Like listen, you don't need to buy that NARS one for £50 or whatever, how much crazy amount it is. And then for my nose, I just take a normal like eyeshadow brush and take it down the sides of my nose. But then I also go back in with my big powder brush and blend it. It all comes together once I get the highlight on the tip of the nose. So speaking of highlight, that is actually the next step. And for this, I love using like a brush like this, a tapered one. It packs on so much highlighter compared to a fan brush. I did use a fan brush at one point, and I was wondering why am I not getting blinding highlights. It's literally because you need a dense brush like this. This is the Blank Canvas F15 brush, but you can find tons of these. Like I said, you could use the e.l.f. small tapered one. It's pretty similar. Or I got this one from a eBay Jessup set. Like, you could find these type of brushes anywhere. Oh, this is from my other Jessup set that comes in a white. So they do have white, purple. I think they have quite a few of these colors in the Jessup brushes. So I do use these as well when this one's dirty, but this is my #1 choice. So today I'm gonna be using the Summer of Love Triple Baked Bronzer from I Heart Makeup, and this is the shade Hot Summer of Love. I'm just gonna do a swirl all around and highlight. You see that glow? Ooh, God. I'm just gonna put some on the bridge of my nose and a little bit on the Cupid's bow. I also like to sometimes just put it everywhere. So that is how I like to apply my highlighter. Then next I would move on to blush. Some people do blush first, then highlighter. It changes from day to day. I really don't mind either or. It kind of works the same for me. And I have been loving, like literally using every day, the Primark PS blusher in the shade Masquerade. It looks like that. It's like a natural flush of orangey peach color. I really like it on my skin tone. So take a dab of that, smile, and I put it right there. I love this color. It's so kind of natural. It's not too much of a, oh my gosh, she's wearing blush, but it's a nice kind of, oh, you know, I really like this color. And it's only £1.50, so yeah, definitely recommend that if you are in Primark. Then what I like to do is take my Be Finishing, what is this? Like a duo fiber stippling brush, but they've called it the finishing brush, which I agree with. I like to use this to just blend all over to make sure everything is blended. And of course, Be Makeup is owned by Superdrug, so it's a Superdrug brush basically. And I forgot to talk about the brush I love using for blush. So this brush is from the Makeup Revolution Iconic Nudes collection. It does come in a brush set, but I absolutely love this. I think it's intended for powder, which I mean, you could of course use it for powder. It is not as big as my Sigma one, as you can see, but it's still decent for powder. I just like to use this as blush because I feel like it packs on enough product, but also it kind of diffuses it without needing to go like buffing motions. It's a really nice brush and it is really packed full of bristles, really soft. Yeah, I really like this for my blush. So I'm using the Glory Lip Liner from Makeup Revolution. And just because this is what I have right next to me, this is the My Sign Lip Gloss by Makeup Revolution in the shade Virgo. I literally have no other lip products next to me, so let's hope this matches. Okay girlies, so that is it. Those are all the brushes I absolutely love to complete my face with on a daily basis. I hope I haven't left anything out. I don't think so, but if I have, I will list it down below or link it down below in the description box. I'll put like a section of my favorite eBay brushes and then I'll link them, and then I'll also link, you know, brushes like the Sigma brush and the blank canvas brush, just because I use them in today's video. But yeah, that is my favorite brushes, and I hope you found this video helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please go ahead, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to, I find it so funny, sorry, this is just a, you know, side thought. My granddad was watching one of my videos the other day and he said, wow, you talk so fast, don't you? And it just made me laugh so much, because like I've always thought like, Tammy, slow down, like you're getting too excited, calm down. But sometimes you just want to talk, you know, just let me know in the comments if you are just like me, because sometimes I can get a bit carried away with talking. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video girlies. If you did, please go ahead, give it a thumbs up. Let me try to talk slowly. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. How boring is that? Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel if you would like to see any future uploads from me. I think that is it, so make sure you take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Bye guys.